Okay, so I understand where you're coming from, but a couple of things here. First and foremost, you're not going to find common ground with a lot of people by starting out with we need to fight capitalism. You and I can agree on that if we're sitting down and having a conversation, but it's not something that you're going to like find the masses rooting for, right? Um, they'll talk about government regulation, they'll talk about soaring costs, they'll talk about greedy corporations, but they're not going to find problems with with capitalism itself. That's something you have to build towards. You have to start pointing out flaws, you have to start talking about things, and then eventually you get to, okay, capitalism is causing a lot of these issues. Now, with that being said, I do also think that it's important to recognize that capitalism is not the root cause of our problems. um, the desire to hoard wealth, the desire to take wealth and strip it from everybody else, is something that predates uh, capitalism by thousands of years. I mean, there's literally there's scripture references in Judaism, in Christianity, in Islam, in Buddhism. There's references in everything against hoarding wealth. So that's a system that and that's a system of oppression that's been in place for a very long time. This is not something that came with capitalism. Capitalism exacerbated it. It made it way worse. And it has made a lot of our other problems significantly worse. It's not the root cause, it is the tool of the oppressor. And I think that we have to recognize the difference between those two things. Capitalism is definitely a problem, and it's something that, again, we could sit down and have a conversation about and realize that we have to move past this system because it's literally fucking all of us, but it's not the root cause. And if we don't address all of the underlying causes, the desires to hoard wealth, racism and sexism and misogyny and homophobia and transphobia and xenophobia and all these other things, if we don't address all of those things, whatever system that we move to after we get out of capitalism is going to deal with the same exact problems, whether that be some kind of like techno feudalism, whatever it is. If we don't also deal with all of the underlying issues, whatever we move to next is not going to be better. It's not going to be something that's better for humanity. And we're going to end up in the same place or worse than we are right now.